Hello there, beautiful people. I welcome you back to my channel. As we all know, I give you reports on our loan players, our loan army, at the end of every week, how they perform during the week. And during the weekend, I give you a report on all these loan players, and this week is no exception. So here is your report for this week. Now, in the news, Estevao Willian is injured, and I am gutted. The Brazilian FA is making demands on Chelsea. Meanwhile, they are unable to protect this guy in his own homeland. So I don't know why they should be making demands on Chelsea. Now, Estevao Willian is thought to have a thigh injury. And as of now, we don't know his return date. I think this guy is not being managed well. This guy is only 17 years old, and I think he should be protected. Otherwise, it will affect seriously his football career. Speaking from June, I think from June, this guy has been getting injuries, and I don't think it is going to help this guy if he's not managed well. On the 24th of June this year, this guy was thought to have a groin injury, although it didn't last. He returned very early. Then in July, on July 18th, he had another injury, and that one was a knee injury. He returned on the 25th of July. On August 2nd, he had another injury, and that one was an ankle injury, but he was able to return on the 16th of August. Then on the 19th of September, so you can see from June, July, August, September, every month this guy is getting injured. So on the 19th of September, he had another injury, and this one is thought to be a thigh injury. The annoying thing is about the Palmeiras coach, Abel Ferreira. This guy is saying that when Estevao returned from international duty, he advised the guy, or sort of banned the guy from training. He asked the guy not to train, to go and rest, get some sleep and rest, so that he can relax his muscles. But then, the international break ended when? Was it 13th or 14th? Then on the 15th, you played this guy. This guy played a match. Palmeiras played against Criciúma. In that match, Estevao played 80 minutes of the match. They scored 5-0 in that match. He played 80 minutes of the match. He even scored a goal in that match. He scored on the 52nd minute. So if this guy scored on the 52nd minute, you already know that the guy is loaded. His load is too much. Then by the 60th minute, why don't you substitute this guy? He played the guy until the 80th minute. Then on the 19th, this guy got injured. And you are now saying that you asked the guy to sleep and relax. Meanwhile, the Brazilian FA is making demands, as I mentioned, on Chelsea. Some of the demands are that when Estevao comes to Chelsea, he shouldn't be loaned out. Chelsea should make sure that the guy is not loaned out. Then they should also make sure that the guy becomes a regular starter in the team. Another demand is that not just a regular starter, the guy should be given a role behind the striker, the number 10 position. Meanwhile, this is just the heat map of Estevao, and it shows clearly where this guy has been playing his football. So you are now telling us that the 17-year-old who will turn 18 should come into the Chelsea team and take our gold Palmer. I call him Gold Palmer. Should take our Gold Palmer's position and play behind the striker. We are an autonomous club, and then we don't need anybody to order us around. You cannot just stand up and order us around. We do our own thing. You yourself, you have been unable to manage the player, and you can't be making demands on Chelsea. Please, let me hear your thoughts on this one. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, because I'll be giving you reports on all our loan players every now and then, every weekend. When our players also go on international duty, I also present to you a report on how they perform on international duty. Hit the like button, the notification bell, so that when these videos come, you also see them. Please also share the link to share the news, so that our Chelsea family can get this news as quickly as possible. So without wasting much time, let's leave the Estevao Willian issue and move on to our loan players, how they perform during the week. As I mentioned, because Estevao was injured, he was not involved in the weekend game. Meanwhile, Raheem Sterling played 2 games in the week. He played a midweek game, the Carabao Cup. Arsenal scored some goals there, and Raheem Sterling was able to also slot in one. He also contributed an assist in that game. I will give you all that report and how he performed there. Then also during the weekend, they won 4-2. He also came on as a substitute and he performed there. I will give you all that. So this is how our players perform. Starting from Alfie Gilchrist. Alfie Gilchrist is at Sheffield United. Sheffield United played on Saturday 28th against Portsmouth. They played a 0-0 draw. Gilchrist played 69 minutes. He started that game. He played 69 minutes. He had 46 touches in the game and 75% pass accuracy. Gilchrist made 4 clearances and made 3 aerial duels. He tried 3 aerial duels and succeeded in all 3. So that is Alfie Gilchrist for you. Very good day for him. Then we move on to Dylan Williams. Now, Dylan Williams is at Bolton. Unfortunately, Bolton lost their game against Blackpool. It was Blackpool 3, Bolton 0. It was played on Saturday. Dylan Williams played 90 minutes of that game. He made 63 touches. Pass accuracy was 89%. His rating for the game was 6.7. He made 1 key pass in the game and also made 1 tackle in the game. So that is Dylan Williams, 90 minutes over there for him. Then we move on to Aaron Asemino. Aaron Asemino is at Boca Juniors. They played on Saturday. He played a full 90 minutes over there. He made 65 touches in the game. Pass accuracy was 87%. Then his rating was 6.7. That is very good. Aerial duels, he made 4 aerial duels and succeeded in all of them. So that is Aaron Asemino over there. Then we have, next person is Bashir Humphrey. Bashir Humphrey was actually on a red card, so he didn't play their last game, but he's back. He's back against Oxford United. Humphrey is at Burnley. He played 90 minutes of that game. It was a 0-0 draw. It was played on Saturday. 90 minutes for him. He made 99 touches in the game. Pass accuracy for him in that game was 85%, and the rating was 7.1%. So I believe you can see that he did very well over there. Then the next person on the list is Leo Castledine. Leo Castledine is at Shrewsbury, and Shrewsbury played against Rotherham. It was a 1-1 draw. It was also on Saturday. He played 74 minutes of the game. He made 10 aerial duels, and he succeeded in 6 of them. In fact, he hit the woodwork once in that game, and his rating for the game was 6.3. That is Leo Castledine over there. Then the next person is Trevor Chalobah. Trevor Chalobah is back, actually, but he was on the South bench. He was an unused substitute in the game against Everton. They actually lost that game. Everton won by 2-1. So they lost that game. He played 0 minutes. He was on the bench over there. So that is Trevor Chalobah. We thank God that he's back from injury, and we'll be hoping to see him in the near future on the pitch. Then, as I said, Raheem Sterling, they played on Wednesday against Bolton in the Carabao Cup. He started that game. He played 81 minutes of the game. He scored 1 goal and also made 1 assist in that game. His shots on target were 3. He made 3 shots on target, but he made 3 dribble attempts, and he succeeded in 0 of them. So that is Raheem Sterling in the Carabao Cup. And Raheem Sterling in the Premier League, they played against Leicester. It was Arsenal 4, Leicester 2. Raheem Sterling was on the bench, but he came on and played 16 minutes. 16 minutes of the game. He scored 0 goals and made 0 assists in this one. I think the time was not enough for him to make any impact over there. He made 12 touches and his pass accuracy was 90%. Then the next person is Armando Broja. Armando Broja is at Everton. As I said, they played against Crystal Palace, but Armando Broja is still injured. He's nursing a calf injury and he's still not back. So he was not involved in that game at all. Next person on the list is Rooney Starter. Rooney Starter is at Burton. They played against Blackpool. They lost that game by 3 goals, and the Starter was not involved at all. I don't know what is happening with Starter. Starter is not being involved in their games, and there is no indication that Starter is injured. He's a forward player, and he's not being involved in their games. I don't know what is actually happened, but I'll do my research. I'll make my contacts and get back to you, give you a report on what is actually happening with Starter. So that is Starter, Rooney Starter for you over there. The next person on the list is Mike Pendes. He is a goalkeeper, and for goalkeepers, it is very difficult for them, especially when you are not a number 1 goalkeeper. Once you are the backup goalkeeper, most of the times you are just on the bench and you don't partake at all in the game. So he was on the South bench. He was an unused sub. He played 0 minutes over there. He's at Genk, and Genk won their game against Mechelen. It was Genk 2, Mechelen 1. So they won that game on Saturday. Then the next person, as I said, Estevao, he was not involved in the game. He's injured, and we don't know the return date for him. But actually, Palmeiras won their game 2-1 against Atletico MG. So that is Estevao for you. Then we go to Kendry Paez. Kendry Paez is at Independiente. Now, Kendry Paez is not getting enough minutes currently. I don't know what is happening, but news I'm hearing is that Kendry Paez is unable to influence their games as they expected. And so Kendry Paez is only getting a place on the bench. Over here, he got 12 minutes, and his touches were 14. His pass accuracy was 91%, and the rating was 6.8. When he came on, he was able to make one key pass in that game. So that is Kendry Paez for you. Some of these boys, he's also 17 years old. These loads are too much for them, and they have to manage them very well. So that is Kendry Paez. Then the next person on the list is Georgi Petrovic. In fact, he performed marvelously during the weekend. They defeated Marseille, and Marseille is a free scoring team in Ligue 1 currently, but Petrovic was able to keep a clean sheet against Marseille. So Petrovic played 90 minutes. 90 minutes of the game. He made 48 touches. His pass accuracy was 95% and rating 8.0%. A man of the match performance for Petrovic. And after the game, he made a comment when he was interviewed. According to him, he's doing everything possible, and one of his goals is to become the number 1 at Chelsea. He mentioned that Chelsea is one of the best teams in the world, and that is very good for Petrovic to mention. We hope to see you soon, Petrovic. Then the next person on the list is also at Strasbourg, is ANDREY Santos. He's doing wonders over there. I will just give you his heat map of his performance. Strasbourg won that game, as I said, 1-0 against Marseille. He played 90 minutes in that game. He made 62 touches. Pass accuracy was 93%. He sent 4 long balls, and he succeeded in all of them. He made 4 tackles in that game. So that is ANDREY Santos for you, and that is also his heat map. His heat map over there. That is where he occupied on the play field. I believe that he will come back to assist Chelsea in that particular role. Then the next person on the list is David Datro Fofana. David Datro Fofana went on a last-minute loan to Göztepe, and Göztepe lost their game against Samsunspor. I hope I get this right. Samsunspor, and it was a 4-3 against Göztepe. He played 30 minutes in that game. His touches were 5, pass accuracy was 100%, and the rating was 6.3%. So that is David Datro Fofana for you. Then the next person on the list is Leslie Ugochukwu. Leslie Ugochukwu is at Southampton. They just finished their game, and I just left there to come and do this recording. They unfortunately lost their game to Bournemouth. They lost by 3-1, and Ugochukwu was unfortunate to be hauled off after the first half. So in the second half, he didn't come back. He played 45 minutes of the game, but he wasn't the only one. There were about 3 players that were taken off for the second half. So he played 45 minutes, made 20 touches in the game. His pass accuracy was 69% and a rating of 6.5%. He made 1 key pass in that game. Aerial duels, he tried 3 and succeeded in all 3. So that is Ugochukwu for you. Then the next person on the list is Kepa Arrizabalaga. He is at Bournemouth. And as I mentioned, they just finished their game. Bournemouth won by 3-1. In fact, he made some very good saves in that game. The goal that he conceded was unfortunate for him because he saved the first shot. Then the ball came back, and he was unable to save that second one. So he conceded that goal over there. He played 90 minutes in the game, made 28 touches, pass accuracy was 76%, and he made 2 saves. 2 saves in the game. He sent 11 long balls and succeeded in 7 of them. So that is Kepa Arrizabalaga for you. So that is the report of our loan players for you. As I mentioned, I'll bring you these reports every weekend. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, also hit the like button for others to get these videos so that we can share the good news about Chelsea. Tomorrow, I'll give you the preview of our match against Gent. We'll be playing a match on Thursday in the UEFA Conference League. It is a home match against Gent. I'll bring you the preview of that match, my predicted lineup, and my score prediction also. So please stick around and I'll bring you all that till I see you tomorrow. Stay blessed. Bye.